Yo, so we got a few people already. Okay. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing today, just going to be having a bit of fun. I've got actually the day off. I've taken holiday, so I'm just chilling at home. And I'm going to be creating a new plugin on Eliza, which will check for MemeJob scam. So I've had a bit of conversations with some community builders in the space, and just going to basically go for a nice and simple little plugin which will do the following. So it will allow an AI agent. It will allow an AI agent to basically answer. So a user will tweet the AI agent, here's this token ID, and the AI agent will then check that token ID on the mirror node. It will then actually, maybe it's worth writing this down. Let me write this down so that we've got a so then people can sort of refer to it if they join late. That's too big. Let's go. Okay, so let's say, what are we going to do? We're going to build a plugin that can check meme and their authenticity. Let's have a look at the comments. No comments. Okay. So the first thing which we're going to do, one, understand user will tweet agent and ask it to check the token, ask it to check the token. Agent will understand intent and understand the intent of the user. And then here, so I think what we then want to do here is we'll then go, okay, mirror node query the token, mirror node query the token, and then check the creator. So go from identify the creator of the mirror node token, of the token on mirror node. And then once we know the creator, what we can do is we can then, once we know the creator, we can then, one, have a look, has that creator created any meme coin tokens before, any MemeJob tokens? So check if the creator has created any other tokens. Then we also want to, if they haven't, we also want to check where have they got their funding from. So where is that? If it's a newly created account, have they been funded from non-KYC centralized exchanges? If creator is new, check if they have received HBAR from non-KYC centralized exchange. Now, for the time being, that's all I want to do. And then I'm going to implement it into an agent, which I've got running at the moment. But I think, I mean, unless I get some comments as to what might be some other quick wins, don't be overly complex. I don't want to make something which is super, I don't want to make anything which is super complex. And maybe also what the percentage which the creator holds as well. So again, just to recap, user will tweet the agent and ask it to check the token. The agent will understand the intent of that user, and it will then perform some mirror node queries, and then it will be able to identify the oh, you're joking. What the heck? Oh man, being serious. Huh. if someone can like rewind and screenshot what was on the screen just then and just drop it in the Twitter channel, like, because I can't seem to. Hey, there we go. No, I got it back. Okay, good. Ignore me. So there we go. Right. So the agent will then understand the intent of the user, and then they will identify the creator of the token. They will check how many other tokens that creator has made. It will, if the creator is a new one, i.e. they haven't created any other tokens, then it will see if it's received HBAR from a non-KYC account. I've been told by my buddies that this is quite a common red flag. And then also, what percentage of the token does the creator hold? So the agent will then collect all of that data and then just respond in a tweet. So we're going to be using MemeJob. Sorry, yeah, we're going to be using Eliza. So I've got my agent ready, and I've got a couple of. So don't need that. That's not relevant here. Let's delete that. And then we're going to have a. Oh. So it's locked to my IP address, so even if it, and okay, we can use, don't need that. So let's create a new action. Let's create a new action which will be responsible for this query check. So let's go mirrornode.ts, and then we can have a look at another example implementation of some actions. So let's have a look at, I don't know, let's go mute room. So we need to have a action. So we're going to export const mirror node action. That sounds about right so far. We need to obviously, yeah, cool. What's the issue here? Okay, so we need to add some similes. And actually this action should be scam check. And then we want to go scam detection. Okay. Description checks the authenticity of a token on mirror node. Don't need that, validate for the time being. And then we need a handler. This is where things get interesting. So we're going to be creating the handler to do this. Okay. Now, this is the action. So this is, again, for those who've just joined, this is what we're doing. So we're going to understand intent of the user, check if the creator has created any other token. So that would be one of the first things which we do. We're going to identify, firstly, extract the token ID from the user. So I'm going to have a quick look at some of the other, I know Solana or maybe EVM. Let's have a look at EVM's actions. And I'm sure they'll have something which extracts intent from a particular user. Build transfer details, that's not relevant. Transfer action. What a provider action. Build transfer details, state, runtime, param options, compose transfer context. Okay. Transfer parameters. So it's converting it into what I'm just trying to see now is how it goes from intent to extracting the relevant variables. In our case, it's very simple. We just want to essentially extract an account ID. That's the only thing which we'd want to extract at the moment. And so that's the transfer. At this point, at the point in time where they're calling the transfer, they've got these param options, which is coming from build transfer. So that comes from the state, runtime, and wallet provider. Where are they using the message? State, runtime. I think this might be the function which takes it from support chains, context, compose context. Generate object. There we go. That looks like what we need. Yeah, so generate object, that takes the runtime, the context, and the model class. Okay. Right, yeah. Okay, so it looks like generate object is what we want. So generate objects will be the function that we use to get the ID in a format which can be used. But it says depreciated. So where's the generate object? Generate object array. Generate object over here. Let's have a look at this function. Generate structured objects from a prompt using specified AI models. Okay. Runtime context, generate objects context. Prompt context. Okay, so we pass it right. Okay, that will make sense. So essentially we need to use this generate object to create. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is if we have this message inside of the state, we have this message contains the message that would be the tweet. So I think all we really need to do is let's create a build build query or extract account ID. That's going to take a message and I guess we could. Do you know what? Yeah, I guess we don't even need AI for this. We can just do a regex pattern. Let's go. Okay, let's go this. Let's go create a function which takes a string and matches and extracts where and actually, I guess we can then have that inside of the validate as well. So that would be the match. That's fine. Accept that. And then, okay, so actually we can even have that in the validate. So if someone asks a question, then yeah, cool. If someone asks a question and the agent thinks that it's to ask about the scam detection thing, then we can even have this validation phase where if they don't include a account ID, then it won't even go through. I wonder if is there any more do I get a state? No, whatever. Let's forget about that then. So, okay, at this point, we now know once it goes to the handler, I believe we now know that it has an account ID. So we can extract it over here as well. Const account ID equals extract, yeah. And then what we can do from here is we can perform the mirror node queries. So the first one, if we go back to our doc, first one will be identify the creator of the token on the mirror node. So let's just add some logs here. Console.log account ID. And actually, I guess before we continue, maybe it's worth just hooking up this plugin into our existing agent before we continue, just so that we know that the plugin's working okay as well. So what I can do here is I can, firstly, I'm going to need to, I've got everything should be exported okay. Where is it gone? Where's the plugin MemeJob scan? That can be deleted. We want to mirror node. Don't need that. Index. Cool. Okay, so that's set up. We've got the index over there. I think what we need to do now is we need to import this over here in our package.json. I'm slightly winging it because I can't really remember exactly what I did last time. I've done this once before. So let's go Eliza, MemeJob scan. Okay, and then we also need to add it into our thing over here. So let's add it in there. Okay, guys, if you're watching this, yeah, and you have any other ideas as to what we can add to help identify whether the token is a scam, drop them in the comments. I can keep an eye out for them. Yeah, so if you've got any ideas over here as to what I can add, hopefully it's not too complex, then that'd be good. Okay, let's now install. So we want to build the new package and then we want to install it. So let's go and npm run build. Failed to add workspace. Yeah. So we need to update the name of the plugin. MemeJob scan. Now we can npm build. So what we're doing here, mate, is I'm creating a plugin on Eliza. Eliza is an open source framework which allows you to create AI agents quite easily. And I am building a plugin where a user can ask the plugin, ask the AI agent about a particular MemeJob token, and it will then do some analysis to identify, okay, is this MemeJob token potentially a scam? And it will respond with whether it is based on this information. So it will identify the creator of the token. It will check if the creator has created any other tokens on MemeJob. And if the creator is new, it will check if they have received HBAR from a non-KYC centralized exchange. It will also check what percentage of the token does the creator hold. So it will do all of this, and then it will use this to inform the response to the person who's asked it on Twitter. And that's basically it. Let me know if you want another explanation. I'm happy to try and explain it again. Don't need any of those. Okay, let's try the build one more time. This should hopefully build. Okay, now we can npm. Sweet. Glad that makes sense. Glad I've explained it clearly. Okay, so let's go back to the source code, and just in that action, I'm going to make it a bit more. I'm going to give some more examples. So check if. But actually, we don't want to do any text. We want to go action scam check. Okay, cool. So now with these examples, this should hopefully make it also better and sort of when it comes to picking it up. And if I do a quick run, I think we can do npm run dev. Okay. Okay, and then if we go. Okay, sweet. So we've got this mock chatbot, which should hopefully, this might be the, this might be the other one actually. This might be the one which I've actually got running live. So I'm not too sure. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's say if I go check if I do this, yeah, basically what we're expecting if it's successful is that there's a log in our console, and that means that it's extracted the account ID correctly. So let's have a look. my concern. Nice. This is exactly the persona that we need. My concern is that I'm currently connecting it to a different server. So what I might need to do is I might need to deactivate. Here we go. Yeah, it's doing a different one. Let me let's do this. Okay, so let's go server port. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Basically what it was doing is it was connecting to my agent, which is running at the moment. It's connecting to my agent, which is running right now. So let's try that one more time. So if we go check if this is a scam. Now again, success for us is over here, we get a response and it logs our account ID. That's what should happen. If not, something ain't right. If not, something ain't right. Port 5173. Oh, I'm on a different port as well. No, 5174. 5173. What's on port 5173? Huh? Damn it. Let me just close all of this stuff, man. I think it's still running in the background, though. 5173 is on. Okay, let me just shut it all down and then restart it. So if I go... okay, let's close that. And then, for whatever reason, this one's still... Or is that down as well now? Okay, it's looking okay. Let's go PM dev. Application is running on port 5173. Run PM start. Okay. Eliza. Nah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Is it because it might be because I'm not specifying what I want to run it with, which character file I want to run it with. That might be why. That's probably the reason. Let me double check the script. Bash scripts dev. Right, I might just do it this other way. So let's go and Hopefully this should do it. Right, okay. There we go. So now we've got this action. Now if I try again, success would be if when I check if it's a scam, this action runs. Close that. We get this console.log over here. So let's try that one more time. Yes, it has. So look, here we go. Executing handler for actions, scam check. And it says account ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's good enough. And then what about, okay, but we don't actually, so to do mirror node queries, we don't actually need to do, we don't need that 0.0.0. So maybe it's not that much of an issue if we don't have it. But we can now continue essentially. So let's go, let's have a play around on the REST APIs and just find out exactly what we need. There's a, if you don't know already, there's a Swagger UI which we can use. So let's go the API accounts. Now I'll just double check that if I do this type of balls, this should be a token ID. It's not an account ID. It's a token ID. Let's update that. So we're going to say that should be the token ID. That should be the token ID. That should be the token ID. Okay. And yeah, so if we have a token ID, let's say, for example, what's a random token ID? Let's say that token ID. And we go over to the tokens, token ID, try it out. I think this should work. Okay. I'm pretty sure it does work. Yeah, it still works. So, okay, cool. Rightio. So we've got the yeah. So we can use this query to get the token ID, to get the creator, and from there we can basically continue. So let's actually start building out this functionality then. So I want to do this as quickly as possible, and that basically means letting AI do the job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I've been using Cursor a bit more recently. I've paid for the subscription. Oh, damn. Yeah, so let's do it, bro. So what I'm going to say is I'm just going to basically ask it to create all of this. And let's just start off by agent will understand the intent of the user, identify the creator of the token on the mirror node, and then check if the creator has created other tokens. Let's just go first of all with that. So we've got the now that we have the token ID, create a function which checks it on the mirror node and identifies the creator of the token, then to a mirror node query on the creator and their transactions. Now, if we have a look over here, so on the actual, I usually like just to reduce any risk of the AI hallucinating, I do like to add the documentation in with it. So let's go for get token by ID, just copy and paste all of this. Here's the and then we also want the same one for account transactions. So we've got get account ID. And this also, I believe it does return some transactions over here. Now we're going to need to find the transaction for a particular smart contract execution, namely the create MemeJob token smart contract execution. But let's leave it as is for now. What are the query parameters here? Transaction type. Okay, so we can filter the, okay, cool. So we can filter the transaction type. And then what we want is we want a contract execute. I think what we want is a contract execute transaction. Or potentially in Ethereum, yeah, it should be a contract execute transaction, unless they're using MetaMask. Contract, am I bugging out? Well, I guess I can check on my own account. So, treasurer. Oh no, the treasurer is going to be token ID. Yeah, it's not a treasury account. Do you know what? We can't even see what the account ID is in here. We'd have to go. We'd have to find something else. It's not actually in this response. So we can see the created at timestamp. And I think if we find the transaction where this was created, that's the supply key. We need to find the create transaction. Is the create transaction here? Created timestamp. Well, from this, we can get the create transaction if it's not here already. Yeah, okay. So with this created timestamp, we can then get the creator, where the creator is going to be the payer account. So that's the payer account. Okay. And then that's, but how do we get the, I must be being a bit stupid here. It shouldn't be this difficult. Because in order to get the transaction ID, this should be the same, 956.001, 952. It's not even the same. Right, okay. How do we get from the, I'm sure this is trivial. I'm sure this should be much easier than I'm making it out to be. Well, I wonder what if let's have a look. Maybe the memo has information on the creator. Maybe the memo has information on the creator. Bruh, what's the bloody... create fungible token. Metadata none. There is a memo. Aha. Okay. So right. I guess what we can do then is we can go from. But I'm surprised there's not an easier way to go from the creator and the mirror node. So it is on the. Because I guess what this means, if we go down this route, it means that we can't. If we go down this route, it means that we're only restricted to tokens which have which are on MemeJob. But if someone asks for like a non-MemeJob token, it might be interesting to still for this to work. So surely there's a way for us to identify who the creator is. There must be a way. Purely via the API. Connect your account ID, admin key, timestamp, auto renew account. Treasury account, wipe key. The auto renew account ID, maybe that's the treasury account. No, is it 789? Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Well, I'll figure that out later on. What I'll do then in that case is I'll go. I'll just do this mirror node check, which is also then a bit of annoying because then we might get this IPFS check, which is partly frustrating because we might then get throttled by IPFS. Let's do it just to get something out. We'll do that. We'll pivot. So here is if you're up for the. But we still need to go from. So we need to go from memo. So we need to query the token, then get the memo, and then go to this. So actually, let's go a bit back. So. Sorry, just reading the comments. Okay, let's get back to it. So we querying the mirror node. Then we're going to get the metadata memo. So then we're going to get the memo. Then we're going to query the memo on IPFS. So it's going to be a bit. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but again, we'll just get it done this way, just because I want to get something out. Whether or not the token is paused. Okay, let's close that. Then get the memo. The memo should have something in this format. So the memo. Then we can use the IPFS CID to query this endpoint. Bruh, it might have even just been quicker for me to do this by hand. Which responds with the Okay, so let's do this. It's going to write some code which does that for the time being. And then once we have the account ID, we can then do all of these checks over here. So then we can check if the creator's created any other tokens. And yeah, let's see what it's got. Axios, yeah, that looks good. Token ID, yep. Get token info, yep. Get IPFS metadata, yep. Get account transactions. Oh, nice. It's actually, wow. It's actually clever. It's already done the account ID transaction. So if we then do, yeah, nice. That's cool. So it gets the most 100 recent. Okay, sweet. It's actually sort of gone above and beyond. And okay, let's try this out then. Anything else? Yeah, except that. Bruh, I just went over the top here. So it's actually already created the get account transactions as well. Let's have a quick look then at token info. Response data. So it's getting the token info, then it's getting the metadata, then it's getting the creator, and then it's getting the creation. Okay, sweet. Let's run this again. Okay. Why is it failing? Dynamic require of util. How's that happening? What the heck? What have I done? Util. Where have I? Form data. Number 12. Am I being stupid? What is going on? Why is that error throwing? That's strange, man. Must be some of this new code which I have written. Is it because I don't even have Axios installed? Is that why? No, I can't. Is that? Let's do it with fetch instead. Let's see. Might be to do with that. Come on. Looking good. Yeah, there we go. Looking good. So it must have been, do you know what? It's probably because I didn't install Axios in the local, whatever. That's fine. Doesn't matter. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. So now we can have a test. Of seeing if this flow works. So we extract the token ID and we should really end up with the account transactions. So let's give it another go. But we want to give it a real token ID here. So let's give it this one. Is that a scam? Okay, good. There we go. Error fetching. So that's failed, but we have got the token info. We have got the IPFS metadata, including the creator. The issue has then come from going to creator. So, and that's probably actually just because, again, when I did, it created this automatically. I didn't actually ask it for this. So I reckon this is not the correct API. Transactions, get transaction by ID, list transactions, account.id. So that's why. So over here it's going account ID. We just want account.id. Now if I try this one more time, I should get it through the whole way. So I'm still just having fun reading some. Having some fun reading comments. Okay. If you're watching this and you don't give me a follow, and you're not already following me, do give me a follow, because you know how important that Twitter presence is. So Hitman up. And right, okay, let's go. So now we've updated this mainnet public mirror node count ID. So this should we should now get the account transactions. And actually, do we want to be more specific here and only get the relevant account transactions? I think we do. So this is the account which created it. Let's have a look. Crypto transfer, contract call. So this is the so this is the transaction. This is a contract call. So we'd want to filter it again, just for those who are unaware as to what we're doing. Building an AI agent plugin, which a user can ask the AI agent. User can ask the AI agent about a particular token. The agent will understand their intent. It will then identify the creator of the token. It will then check if the creator has created any other tokens. So this is what we're doing now. We've done this first step, identify the creator of the token. That's been done, and I can sort of demonstrate that now. So if we have a look at what the let's do this one more time. And what this does, as you can see, we're then, and it's done it successfully. So now we have every single transaction. But as you can see, these are transactions which are multifaceted. So if we filter it one more time to a contract call, that's when we can then start digging in to see how many tokens that they've created. So we're going to be doing quite a lot of mirror node queries here. Going to be doing quite a lot of mirror node queries here, but yeah, so that we're in a good place. We're in a good place. Let's see if I can filter it so that it only shows contract calls. Pretty sure that's possible. So we have transactions, contract call. So yeah, we can say transaction type, contract call. So let's append a URL. Type example crypto transfer. Okay, so let's have another check. Okay. So let's have another quick go. So now we're hoping that it filters only by contract calls. Now we're hoping it filters only by contract calls. No, it's errored. Maybe it needs to be lowercase, because in the example over here it is lowercase, so that's probably why. I mean, let's double check it here. So we go. Okay. And type why is that? Am I misspelling it? Am I being contract? Contracts, cool. I mean, that looks right. Ah, bruh. Transaction type. Hey, that works. Okay, and let's see if it does capital. Surely it also has capital. Yeah, okay, I would have worked. All right, so we need to do capital. So it's going to be transaction type. Transaction type. Okay, one more time, even though I know this will work this time. Right, and then I guess so after this, so now that we have the contract calls, but still it's gonna be like anyone who's doing trading, there'll be all of their swaps will show up. So there's still gonna be a lot of contract calls. I wonder if there's a way to then filter it. So we have contract call, transaction ID, transfers. Or we don't want any, or do we want transfers? Do we then want transfers? I wonder if we take a different approach and we go to the contract address, and then from there, maybe we can get contract by ID. Does anyone have the MemeJob ABI? Someone's got the MemeJob ABI. Just shout, man. Because what I'm thinking now is like if we're having to decode every single, not decode necessarily, if we're having to sort of go through every single one of these transactions, every single one of these contract calls, we don't have much information on it. Like I don't want to have to check every single one of these to see what transaction it is. So maybe we can go the other way around. If we know the contract address, we might be able to see. We might be able to. Oh no, we can look at token creates. Ignore me. We can look at token create. Okay, yeah. That's actually a better way, isn't it? That might be a better way of doing it. That's probably much better. Yeah. So that's the contract call. Oh. Okay. So this is in this case, this is the relevant contract call which we're looking for. And here are the transfers. I still think, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. all we need to do is we just need to do, let's make it easy. Let's make it easy, and we'll just go token create. Invalid parameter. Yeah, that's the easiest thing. So then we have transaction type, token creation. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. So then we're seeing all of the tokens that they've created. And I suppose we can then, perfect. Yeah, so good. I'm liking this. So we know for a fact if that token includes a transfer of 7, this is obviously MemeJob like. Because my next thing was, okay, well, what if, we have the token created. What if they've created a non-MemeJob token, but we can easily differentiate that. Okay, cool. So let's actually then say, okay, let's get back over here. So we're going to go to identify how many. Now we have which responds with. So we can use this API to identify how many tokens a given account has created for it. Make sure that. So we can say, make sure that there's been a token transfer where the amount has been that amount. And I'm guessing this is the smart contract address. So yeah, let's say this is, damn, 300K in there. So this is obviously the smart contract address. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if in order for it to be a valid token, make sure that the object contains a transfer and token of this amount in order for it to be considered valid. Then return the number of the tokens and what the tokens are. So we can then, yeah, let's do that. I mean, to be honest, this is in and of itself is pretty good, because then maybe it's better to focus on what they've, because there might be, yeah, okay, no, I think we still need to do these other checks as well. Okay, well, we're making good progress on B. We're making really good progress on B. We're making very good progress on B. So let's see what it's come up with. Got this new token creator, new response, whatever. Okay. Get account token creations is updated. That's looking good. Token good. Yep, that's looking good. Data's over there. Filter out anything which doesn't equal to that. Yep, that makes sense. And then we're adding it over here. Get account token creations. Metadata creator. Okay, let's accept that. That's looking, come on. Accept all. There's a bug there. Okay. So let's have a quick check then. So don't need this anymore. And okay, let's try this new code. This should tell us based on a token. Let's go. This should tell us for a given creator, how many tokens have they created? Yeah. There we go. Boom. Create a token analysis. Total valid tokens 3. These are the token IDs. Is current token valid? Don't know what that means. TX entity ID. What? No, that's not even necessary. I don't know what that means. What's that actually doing? Ah, but okay, that's, well, yeah, it doesn't, yeah, it's whatever. That wasn't returning true because this token info, in case you missed at the beginning, that's actually coming out as, it's not using the 0.0 point. So, okay, let's then go, so that's looking good. Let's make it so that it's a bit more, because at the moment we're not actually doing anything with, we're not actually replying anything, but we can. So what do we have in this handler again? Runtime, message state options, callback. Message state options callback. Oh, bro, I need some water. I'm going to go grab some water real quick. Oh, man, best drink around, isn't it? Best drink around. Okay, so we have this. Okay, so what we can do now is let's create a function which uses this as a function called generate generate text. So what we can basically do is still not complete. We're still going to try and get some more information, which will come as part of the context of the response. Like, for example, Where have they got their money from? Where did they get created and all of that? But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start like actually letting it sort of do a callback, which sends the message back to the user. So let's say we want to say create a, it might be easiest for me to just do this myself. No, it probably won't be. So create a function which uses generate text. Yeah, that's the one. Which uses generate text to create, to come up with the response. The context should be the prompt, which should be the prompt contains the creator tokens. Yeah. It says create tokens object. Create the prompt should. Give me a second. I think my. Sorry about that. Shout out to the wife. I love you, my wife. Okay. So, what was I doing? Yeah, creating the prompt. So the prompt should be structured in a way so that the response includes a narrative as to whether the coin is scammy or not. This should be derived if the creator has created loads of tokens. This is typically a red flag. So let's see what it comes up here. Oh man, this looks fire. This looks fire. Oh yeah. Nice. It's a good prompt. It's gone overkill though. Way too much information. Token name. I mean, I guess we do have that, don't we? To be honest, let's go. Don't need to model class. Actually, medium and large is the same for me. Let's do small for that. No, let's go for medium. Well, the medium is the same as large in my configuration. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, nice. And it's even done the, bro, this AI is so smart, man. Like, it's even done the callback. Like, I didn't tell it to do the callback, I don't think. Save on format and save. Format on save. Why is that? Should be formatting then. Hates when this happens. Why is it not formatting? Okay. Right. Let's have a test then. So with the analysis, what's this data prop? I don't know what the data is. Response, content, text. Data. I don't know what this is. I don't think we need that. Let's delete that. That's not sure what that is. Rightio. So then, yeah, let's give this a try. Right, let's give it another try. So this time, as you can see, like in the past, it's just come up with a generic response. Now what it should do is it should come up, it will still give this generic response, which is like custom, but it's not very special. Should also then use the analysis, and it should give me its thoughts as to whether it might be a scam or not. Wow, okay. Obviously, I didn't read the prompt very carefully. We'll analyze the product. Okay, well, this is obviously way too much. And yeah, this is just crazy. Let's go. Huh. That's interesting, actually, because it also, I mean, it's also, this prompt's also done social media. So I guess that does hint towards whether a token's reliable or not. If there are social media links, that sounds like a good thing. So let's go. Provide your analysis in a succinct tweet format. It will be shared to Twitter, so it must be concise at the point. Radio. Okay. Three other tokens isn't a red flag, I think. But that's looking okay. I think it's overly creation data. No, that doesn't matter. Creator account, description, website. That creates token length, other token IDs. Where does it get? Oh yeah, token supply. Let's just delete that. That's all irrelevant, really. Multiple tokens. What would be a number that tens? If the tokens are in the tens, then tens of tokens maybe. Tens of tokens can be a red flag. I think in that sort of magnitude, that's just me second guessing it. Yeah, probably tens of tokens. But anyway, okay, it's getting there. That's more of like a tweet. That's more of a tweet. So hopefully that would be. Hopefully that would get cut off. There's also a risk that it gets cut off on Twitter. Okay, cool. So now let's continue. So we've got this. This is our generate scam analysis function. Let's also percentage which the creator holds. If the creator is new, check if they received HBAR from a non-KYC centralized exchange. So we can do that. I've got a list of all of the centralized exchanges in my account from what a friend gave me. Now let's create an extra check, which the extra check that should identify where the source of the account's HBAR has come from. If it has come from a CX, that should be flagged up. Okay, now if we go back to what we have, so we've got the account ID, got the creator, and I suppose we can find using the damn it. I suppose we can use any transfer transactions, any crypto transactions in particular, and then see if there's from see if it's come from a centralized exchange. Now, if it's I think that's only if it is a fresh wallet. If it is a fresh wallet and there's not many transactions, because to be honest, like it's pretty standard to be sending money from and to centralized exchanges. But let's have a look. Schedule transactions, tokens, transactions list. Okay, so we have the. I think it's a crypto transfer, crypto approve allowed, crypto transfer. So let's have a look at crypto transfer. And can we have multiple? Because that would be better, wouldn't it? If we do, is this maybe? Yeah, I wonder if we can do multiple at the same time. So we've got crypto transfer, and then we're looking for HBAR transfer is what we want, because you can only really, well, not technically. Is a token transfer, is an HBAR transfer, is that different? It might be different. It might be different. What am I doing over here? Token creation, tokens. I'm pretty sure it is a crypto transfer when you transfer HBAR. Anyone familiar with mirror nodes here? I don't usually go this deep into them. Basically want to find H bar value. Oh, hang on. Might just be a token transfer without a token ID. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, right. That's cool. Okay, so that's a crypto. That is a. Oh, that's a trend. Let's have a look. We want a token transfer. Oh, was it just a normal? Okay, let's have one more. Okay, let's go. Just normal transfers, I suppose. Transfer. Yeah. There must be one transfer where it's not empty. But that's okay. So that's really what. Do we want to see if there's H bar in there? Yeah, we probably want to check H bar transfers just for ease. I think that makes sense. Let's also go limit and limit equals 100. Problem. So there's 87. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So if the cool. If the receive address, there's nothing there. Okay, I like that. That's fine. So we can then say, yeah, if one of these addresses where it's received money is in this list, we should identify that. Maybe not flag it up as a problem, but we should identify it at least. I think that makes sense. Okay. And let's actually check as well if we can do multiple contract. Nope. Yeah, okay, so we can do multiple like that. Does this have anything which is not a crypto transfer or a contract call? Only problem is here. Maybe we then do we do two? Yeah. Should be doing what is it? Create transaction. Token creation. So I guess the question is, do we do all of these or do we do we break it into two queries or do we do it in one go? If we do it in two queries, we save a bit of it's a bit more optimized, but I guess just to keep it simple, let's do it in two. Okay, so we'll do it in two. So we're going to say I guess we can do it asynchronously as well. So we'll go, we only want crypto transfer. And then we want to say, okay, limit 100. Use this query to, so we use that query to use this query to return the transactions. We are looking for HBAR transactions. So we have a response which looks like that. And actually, if we go down, this is really what we want. To return the transactions. Transaction response is we are looking for HBAR transactions which can be found in object dot transfers array. If there is HBAR sent, so if there's HBAR sent from one of the HBAR sent, i.e. negative account, negative value or negative amount sent from one of the CX accounts, identify that and return a list of return a list of the return a list of the CX accounts and the values. Almost at 2,000. I'm going to be wrapping up soon, actually. I've got to go in 20 minutes, but I think we're getting to a good place right now. If I do this, and yeah, I'll probably call it a day after that. We'll test it on the Twitter bot. Okay, get account crypto transactions there. That's good. Crypto transfer, transaction type, limit 100. Yep, that's looking good. Total from CEX, yep. That's looking good. That's looking good. That's looking good. Nice, it's updated it and then automatic. Bro, I mean, this is literally saving so much time, man. Literally saving so much time. This can be done asynchronously, so I'm going to promise await that. I also think it's a good idea to add the name of it would be useful to include the name of the centralized exchange in the response to use for the analysis. And then also do these queries asynchronously where they get do the do these async. There we go. Ah, nice. And yeah, that's perfect. That's just what we want. Who's still watching? Is anyone still watching? Give me some activity in the comments, because I'm seeing them. Come on, bro. Do you know what? Some of these the problem is that some of the comments don't come through. Because I just seen. Oh, that's annoying. Right. Okay. So I think if yeah, you need to click in and then on the chat. Oh no, that should come through there. No, I see it now. Okay, ignore me. There we go. Level Up Trading, bro. Shout out to Level Up Trading, guys. Sup, bro? Sup, my guy? Look, so I get a bit lonely sometimes. So when I get some comments, it cheers me up. Big shout out to Level Up Trading. So he's actually the guy who came up with these ideas. Now he's like on it when it comes to all of this, like MemeJob stuff. There's a lot of guys. Look, if you guys, if you're on it on the MemeJob space and you're supporting the retail community, drop a comment. I'm definitely going to give you a shout out. Because big love for all the respect, big love and respect for all the work which you guys put in. But again, yeah. So Level Up Trading, he really helped out come up with this sort of strategy in terms of how to approach identifying potential scams. I would not have a clue. I'm just a little dev. I'm just a dev, just doing a bit of coding, using AI to help me out now as well. Okay, so that's not. Do we need both? Sex accounts. Okay. It's not going to be that big of a deal. This is a bug. Look, it doesn't work. Don't work. Right. Okay then. So I think this is good. Let's try this. And then what we can do is we can actually test it with some other tokens, just random ones which I find on MemeJob Fun. Let's build this and play around. So I think what the AI just did, I mean, it's updated the prompts. So we've got all of this. Look, guys, please don't judge me for the coding, because I know this should be more modular. I'm not really coding. It is basically Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Sup, Virtue? Sup, man? Yeah, so it's basically okay. Yeah, if you're new, let's give a quick recap as to what we're doing, just while it's built in the back. So we've created an agent, we've created an action which understands. So take it a step back even further. This is an Eliza plugin which can be used for any sort of agent, for example, Twitter agents. That's where I'll be pairing up with. And then the idea is that a user will tweet the agent about a particular token ID. So we'll say, I want to tell me if this token is a scam. The agent will understand the intent of the user. It will then identify the creator of the token. We've done that. It will then check if the creator has created any other tokens. We've done that. Then it's going to go check if they've received HBAR from a centralized exchange, essentially. And the percentage which the holder, I might skip this one for now because I'm running quite tight on time. But we can build that out another time. If you want to see me do it live, shout out. Give me a little comment below, give me a follow and whatnot. Just give me a bit of engagement so I can gather the interest. But yeah, so now let's test it out then. So we've got okay, are we logging anything? Might be. Okay, let's go straight to it. So let's just do the same one. Tell me about that account ID. Tell me about that token ID. This is a token ID here. Bro, it's missing it's getting the wrong way around. But that's good. It means that it's realized there's no that's good, man, isn't it? That's pretty good. So no H bar from essential. I think this is a good thing. I'm pretty sure that's a good thing, as opposed to a bad thing. Level up, man. Can you give me a quick? Can you just give me a quick comment? Is if there's no H bar from a centralized exchange, generally, or from one of the exchanges which you sent me a list of, is that generally speaking that's like what we're looking for? Whereas if we have something which is brand new account directly from a centralized exchange, that's bad. I think I got that the right way around. Okay. But no, that's cool. I mean, that's cool, isn't it? It's like it's done it. It's realized that there's no. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. So yes, a fresh account that recently got funded from a centralized exchange is a red flag most of the time, and I think that's a big thing as well. What I want to make this as objective as possible. Give you the facts, not many feelings. Give you the facts, not many feelings. Make it more objective rather than subjective. So just give it the facts and then boom. So okay, let's specify that then. So if I okay, this is good. Quick refinement. If the account has been topped up if the account is new and and has been topped up by by an exchange recently, this is a red flag. So while I'm getting it to update that, I had a timestamp check and analyze how recent. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do that. Let's have a play around on MemeJob Fund and have a look at some other tokens. We'll have a look at MemeJob Fund and have a look at some other tokens. For example, bruh, these guys, man. These guys were fudding. Let's have a look at their token. What are your thoughts on That's cool. Does anyone have any like known any tokens which like are just known to be from scammers? Because we can actually test it over here. What do you guys think though, by the way? Is this like a cool little, is this useful having this sort of this analysis? Let's have a look at enjoy your food, yeah. Loving it, bro. Market cap. Let's have a look at Dino. Let's see what I've got over here. Well, we know this isn't we know this isn't a rug. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. So Only one token is good. That's a good thing. No centralized. I think the prompt's not really clear on centralized exchange. I need to refine that. Oh, I didn't update it, did I? Okay, so if we go recent centralized exchange activity, so what this is doing now, consider transfers in the last 7 days as recent. Is that this is a good time? Last 7 days, I think that's a good time, isn't it? That's probably a good time. And then I need to update the prompt because, yeah, accept. That's looking better. So if there's recent warning, yeah, cool. I like that. Recent centralized, yeah. Okay, that's looking better. So it's updated the prompt. Let's give this another test now. Because previously it was saying, if there's a centralized exchange, if there isn't one, i.e. there's not been any transfers, that's a red flag. So it's sort of trying to say if there is a centralized exchange transfer, that's good, when it's the other way around. Okay, so that's updated. Now, one thing which I also want to check, if I just go, yo, how are you doing? This shouldn't trigger any action because it's not asking for, juggling a lot of data right now. What dark forces? I'm loving this, man. Okay, let's now see. So it should now do the check. No Telegram links, websites where it exists, yet lack engagement and transparency. No, that's good. Bro, where's this is bugging out, man? This is. So I guess there's another drawback, which is, it does have Twitter and Telegram. But I think these got added after the fact. So it does have a Telegram. That Telegram's new, but I think when the memo was created, it wasn't new, which is potentially why it's not going to. But that's fine. I mean, this is mainly for new tokens anyway. No one's going to be using it for mature ones. I don't like this potential scam alert. I don't like that either. Okay, we can work on refining this as well. That's minor. But it looks like, okay, let's try and find a scam then. Okay, just quickly, so level up your question. Any advice on how to start your own AI agent? Now, I would suggest, so this is using Eliza. You definitely do need to have some technical understanding to begin with, because it's a relatively not too advanced. It's like sort of intermediate as a project, and you also should have some fundamental understanding of generative AI and how generative AI works, and that would help for the prompt, but also understanding when you need to use it and so on and so forth. Now, this is a really great video which I saw, and this is what I always share when I'm saying, if you want to build a Eliza agent, watch this video. I mean, maybe watch all of them, to be honest. Maybe watch all of them. But this one in particular goes through the actual creating of a plugin and all of the different providers, evaluators, actions. We're just doing an action at the moment, but there are providers which you can use. And yeah, so I'd have a look at this website. Let me see if I can drop it in here. Yeah, it's only shown on YouTube. I'll drop it on just in the links over here. Okay. So let's go back a bit. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how it is at the moment. Let's maybe say refine the prompt. Recent CEX significant transfers from CEX can okay. Number of tokens 10. Social website availability. Token creation date and patterns. Professional description presentation. Significant provider analysis there. It will also be shared on Twitter. Factual analysis without speculation. Be direct and specific about red flags or positive indicators. I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm still not too happy with how it's coming back with no CX activity. If there's, maybe I'll just specify if no CX activity, this isn't a problem. Okay, so let's try this one more time. And I think another cool thing about what was not really been tapped into yet, but we could use the Hedera consensus service to log like all of the thoughts of the AI agent. So that's something else which maybe we could do. Look, I need to shoot off. We've actually done a really good job here. Let's do the final check. So I guess the final test is can we call it on Twitter? It should work immediately. So there shouldn't be any like this should work basically. So let's do that. And if I get my Twitter up over here. And we tag at BSL Defender, what are your thoughts on let's find a dodgy token, market cap. $93. Let's do this one. Young Dino. I mean, like these Dino guys, come on, they've got to be scammers, man. They've got to be scammers, bro. What are your thoughts on here? Let's hit post. It should come back with a response. Woo! So it should come up. It should realize that someone sent it a tweet, and it should then send it a response. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. It's not instant because I think it's on like a loop. So it's like a cron job every 1 minute or something. So I'm being patient, but hopefully you guys are still here to witness this. Hopefully you're still here to watch this. Hopefully you're still here to witness this. Moment of truth. That's it, bro. That's it. If not, I'm coming back on later. If not, I am going to come back on later on. 2K views. Bro, I think the way that the viewers work, I think if you leave, it still shows up. Or maybe I do have 2K viewers. Okay, it's processing it. Yes, look at that. Boom, it's identified it. So we should be expecting a response. We should be expecting a response. Yeah, so it's done that. Executing. No, is it? Surely not. It's executed none. Is it because I didn't do a question mark, or am I? Huh. It's not triggered the action for some reason. Because over here it's saying action none. But that's not. That is annoying. How have we phrased it over here? What do you think of? That should work, isn't it? Damn it. Let's see if I do the same. If I do the same. So it's replied to me. Bro, that's really annoying. So, okay, yeah. I would have thought that is fine. What are your thoughts on that? If this one gives me an analysis, I'm going to be confused. Yeah, it's checking scam check this time. Huh. Why did it not pick that? I think it's because the context window is slightly different. Here we go. That's a good one. So young creators made 6 tokens. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But damn it. Why is okay, if I'm really concise with it. Give me a scam check on I was really expecting it to work. But it's okay, we'll try again. Just need to wait for it to pick it up. Come on, man. Yes, it's picked it up. So it's now executing scam check. But it should be doing it anyway, bro. Should be doing it anyway. So let's have a look what it's come up with. It's too long. It's too long. That's fine though. What creates made 6 seconds. Okay. Well, look, it's worked. It's come up with a scam check. Try this out, guys. Give it a tag BSL with a token, which is on MemeJob. And yeah, we'll have a look at. We can look to refine it. We can look to iterate. Unfortunately, it's still quite long, so I do need to trim it down. I guess another solution is we get BSL to be pro. So that's a pro account. That might be another solution. So yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to drop off. I'm going to get back. I'm going to do. There's a few refinements which I need to make, so I'm going to do that. I won't be streaming it, but I'll keep all you men posted, and hopefully BSL Defender is a useful tool in order to identify whether there are particular crypto threats on MemeJob. So yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Peace out.